Hello, my fellow Trojans. This is Perry the Trojan back here with an exciting new collaboration with the Medjay of Faiyum. Today, we're going to be defending this unfortified Gondor town. The story behind it is Mordor came in and took the town, and Gondor, played by my friend Medjay of Faiyum, came in to seek vengeance against the forces of Mordor here. So, pretty cool. Absolutely love playing with this guy. He's a very good man. Definitely go and try to check out his channel and give him the support that he needs to get to 1,000 subscribers. We are going to be doing some custom battles here and there. Alright, so here's what we got. We got everyone defending. You got Mordor Legion and stuff here defending these gaps. And then we have our cavalry over here. We're going to lay a nasty little surprise for our friend and his Gondorian forces. We got some Servants of the Eye over here hiding in the forest. We got our Olagai moving back around over here. And right now they're just bombarding us. I think he does have 4 units of artillery. So he's got 2 units of trebuchets and I believe 2 units of onagers. And of course he's going to start moving up his troops to assault the city. He's got some cool citadel guards here. Let's go ahead and look at them. Lovely looking units here. Of course he's got these, fountain guards here, these pikemen. They're going to be absolutely devastating for our troops. Got some more citadel guard. What else has he got? He does have a very big cavalry contingent, as you can see back here. He has 4 units of cav. He's got some swan knights. There we go. Very cool looking units. And he's got some normal Gondorian cav. And some more swan knights. These trebuchets. These trebuchet models look amazing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get back to the battle and see what's going on. As you can see, he does not see my cavalry forces over there, which is good. This is a very tactical fight, guys. It's very nice to play with someone instead of just playing AI. It was a very nice challenge, for sure. Alright, well, he's got his Gondorian spear tree moving up. And what are these? Yep, Warriors of Lost in Ark here. Our archers are firing. We do have archers up on this ridge here, which is very beneficial for us. Alright. Laying it. Oh, wow. Okay, we're getting bombarded here. Looks like you put them in like a kind of a formation to kind of charge them in here. They're dropping. Alright, and then they ran into our Morgul Legion here, our Morgul pikemen. Awesome. Leave it to the Morgul Legion to hold the line for sure. Alright, what else we got going on over here? He's charging a very large contingent out here. So I went ahead and tried to distract them with some of these orc warriors. So that way we can kind of hold them in line. My thought was, hey, maybe we can bombard them with some archers, cause some casualties before they move in. So we charged in a unit of Citadel Guard against our orc warriors here. As you can see, we're definitely going to have a very hard time holding this gap right here. That's why I put some Guards of the Teeth and a Morgul Legion here. But definitely not going to be better than their Fountain Guards here. For a while, I thought he was going to kind of try to come around and get these other, entrances into the city or into the town. So I was kind of preparing for that. I was going to try to move some units around back over here. As you can see, we have a very large reserve of Uruk Throng and Uruk Spearmen, along with some more Orc Warriors. So you can see I went ahead and tried to move some Spearmen around to get them ready to stop them from coming around over this side. And they're peppering us with our arrows over here, as you can see. We're going to go ahead and try to get our Uruk archers moved out so we can get some good fire on all these archers. So he does have, Coast Guard, some pretty good heavy units, good pikeman units, good polearm units, along with a lot of archers over here. So over here we definitely are going to be very hard pressed for sure. So over here he also has charged around, and we have some Uruk Throng and Morgul Legion, of course, defending the gap here. Ooh. Some nice cinematics in here. That was brutal. Awesome. As you can say, our Mordor Legion are definitely holding the line against these Gondorian sword infantry. Over here in the center, we're doing just as well, I believe. Charging some, what are these? Orc warriors along to kind of soak up some of the archer units that are coming from, you know, or the arrows coming from their archer units. And it looks like he turned on flaming shot here to rain, you know, fire from above, so to speak. Are suffering some pretty heavy casualties from, or gonna suffer some pretty heavy casualties from these archer units here. So we're gonna try to get our archer units to return fire, so to speak, but they are kind of outmatched. As you can see, these are some very heavily armed archer units here. And he also has Athelian or Blackfoot Vale archers. And where is Athelian Rangers? Alright, it looks like our orcs are getting beaten there. He's going to charge in 3 units of cav over here as well. He's definitely trying very hard to come through this gap. And here's where our problems begin. He's charging in these fountain guards, right? These fountain guards are just super great units. Just the reach of those pole arms of those pikes compared to our halberdiers is just not good. And as you can see, we're under heavy arrow fire as well. So we're going to bring all the men over from this gap over here since it looks like he's not going to commit. And we're going to go try to back up our halberdier units that are suffering some casualties now, as you can see. Over here, it looks like our orc rabble is breaking, but we are holding the line against this Gondorian attack. Our Mordor Legion, of course, are doing a superb job of holding this gap. Same as over here, our Mordor Legion are doing just as well. Yep, see, causing very heavy casualties, Gondorian sword infantry. So I'm trying to wait to see what he's going to do with these cav before I commit my hidden cav units over here. He still hasn't seen them, which is good. Alright, and over here, as you can see, his fountain guards are wreaking havoc on our men here. Even the guards of the teeth are having a hard time dealing with these pikemen here. And he's also got some, or these Ringlow Vale men-at-arms. He has them as well. And there's so many archers coming down on our men here. So we're going to bring in some Uruk spears and some guards of the teeth to help kind of hold this, you know, hold this gap from all of these pikemen. And it's worse as he's even bringing in all of these Prince's Coast Guard here. Very cool looking halberdier units to help them in the fray. And we haven't really caused that many casualties to these archer units. Our Uruk archers are kind of getting messed up by them. So that was kind of frustrating. And I didn't even see this. There was this little gap here, and he charged his men right through that. I didn't even see it. So I had to kind of bring some Uruk Throng to kind of stop their infantry from flanking our defense right over here. And obviously we're breaking them back. He's got some Ringlow Vale men-at-arms against our Uruk Throng. And then of course we're bringing in our Mordor Legion here. Come and push them back. Alright. It looks like he's going to try to commit some of his cav over here and stuff. So I did make sure to put an Auric Spear and Shield Wall right over there. And then here in the center, we're just having a hard time. So I decided, hey, I'm going to charge in my Olagai. See if they can break into those pike walls. See if we can put a stop to that advance. But as you can see, it's just a menacing wall of halberdiers and pikemen here, just causing massive casualties. Very cool. So here come my Olagai. My Olagai are getting shot at by archers for sure. He's also shooting his artillery into here as well, so it's also causing a lot of casualties. So the guards of the teeth are going to run. You know, they just they've had enough. He's trying to find a way into the city with these Knights of the Silver Swan, but as you can see, I moved over some Olagai to kind of deter him from that option. So he's going to kind of try to send his men right down through here. We got some guards of the teeth right over here, getting ready to receive the charge of the Citadel Guard. There we go, charging right into our men here. Our guards of the teeth should be able to hold them back. Over here, we're suffering so many casualties, as you can see. We're just dropping. It's very hard. They have their artillery firing in here. Then on top of that, our Olagai are even suffering casualties as well against all those pikes. Just can't get close enough to those units. Can't cause enough casualties. And also the catapults are causing in a lot of casualties as well. So we're going to go ahead and just send in more Uruk Thron to try to hold that gap. Over here you can see that we're firing as well. And here we finally committed our cav. They committed their cav elsewhere. We have 2 units of cav against our Servants of the Eye here. But the Servants of the Eye are very, very good units. They're very strong. Very OP cavalry units for Mordor, so I had no problem. I didn't really worry too much. And obviously you can see that our other Servants of the Eye cav is committed against these Blackroot Vale archers here and causing pretty significant casualties. And our archers are firing over now and starting to hit these Gondor archers and cause some casualties as well. He's going to try to charge in his general and these Gondor archers to kind of stop us from, you know, taking out the rest of these archers here. So he did commit his general into the fight. As you can see, we still have a massive amount of reserves right back here. Over here, we've kind of pushed them. The Morgul Legion, of course, are doing a fantastic job against these infantrymen here. These artillery are still raining havoc on our men. Here we got them held by some Uruks and some Orc rabble. Got these Gondorian infantry and Ringolo men-at-arms kind of secure right over there. As you can see, we got some Morgul Legion still doing the good work of Sauron here, holding the line with some Uruk spears kind of as a reserve to help give the line a little bit more holding power. We're having all of our archers fire down on their general here in hopes that we're going to knock him out and cause a massive morale problem for the enemy. So we are, you know, raining, you know, fire from above on these men here, but they are heavily armored cav units. And as you can see, our Servants of the Eye are holding very, very, very well. Even against, you know, these 2 whole units of, you know, Gondorian cav, they still can hold their own. So this is a very, very good cav unit. Obviously, it's the only cav unit Mordor has. Maybe eventually they'll add wargs or something to that effect. That'd be pretty cool. Over here, Morgul Legion and Guards of the Teeth, the Guards of the Teeth and our Uruk Spears are holding off their Citadel Guard quite effectively. And we charged in a unit of Uruk Spears right into the back of them here and tried to absolutely rout them. But he kind of saw that, as you can see, and he did charge in his Gondorian cav in here into the fray. And I'm just surprised. I was very surprised in this part of the battle that, hey, like, look, you know, our Servants of the Eye are, you know, going toe-to-toe with all these cav and still surviving, which is absolutely amazing. As you can see, I'm going to send this Spearman unit, and I'm going to surround this cav unit and kind of do, you know, just double envelop, you know, his Spearmen and his cav units there and try to break them over on that flank. Here we're having a difficult time, guys. Like, just look at that spear wall and that halberd wall we're facing. We just can't get in there. And even our Olagai are, you know, Olagai are usually hard to get through troops. You know, they kind of glitch out a little bit. Kind of need some work on that. But they're even suffering some casualties, as you can see. And he's firing fire arrows into them as well. And I try to push them forward into their troops, try to get them to move through. And still, they're just going down. You know, stuff like, look, those pikemen are just messing those Olagai up, you know. So that wasn't very good. Over here, we're having a little bit better luck, as you can see. They charge in their Knights of the Silver Swan, but they were met by our Morgul Legion here, which managed to stop their charge. And he hit some of his own troops here, which was unfortunate. He really had me hard-pressed in this battle, guys, I'm not going to lie. Definitely caused a lot of casualties to our army here. So here we go. You know, we're still trying to hold the line here in the center. Our Olagai are pretty much all dead. As you can see, those pikemen are just absolutely menacing. Over here, we're having a little bit more luck with our cav. You know, they are fighting the Silver Swan and managing to come out on top. And his general, I believe, still over here. We're causing pretty heavy casualties with our archers. I didn't really mind hitting my own troops at this point because it was worth taking out the enemy general for me. Really need to shatter their morale and hopefully try to envelop them here in the center, because obviously they're just... All right, see, there we go. We killed their general, so that obviously gave us a big morale advantage over the enemy, since the Witch King, our general, is definitely still alive. Where did we put him? He's right over here moving. We're going to try to get him up through here and try to get him to charge into the back of these troops here and absolutely break their morale, and also to silence these catapults here, which absolutely needs to be done. Obviously, we've committed more of our reserves. As you can see, we still have 4 units of Uruk Throng up here as reserves, and we've broken them over here on this flank, which is good, but that those catapults are still firing, so we're going to try to get our general to come and take out those onagers. And it looks like, you know, we pretty much won this cavalry fight over here. They look like they have, what, 18 here in the general unit and 27 here. We still got 39 and 32, so we are coming out on top. The Servants of the Eye are just absolutely great cav units, guys, and they look awesome. I absolutely love the models. There's some black Numenorians. And as you can see, we sent that Uruk spearman around, and he ended up breaking the Gondorian cav, absolutely shattered them, and now they are at war, or they're in combat with these Citadel guards here, and should be able to break them pretty easily, I would say. So over here, we're still not having a lot of luck. We're getting hit by artillery and taking a lot of casualties here. For sure, these fountain guards are just absolutely menacing units. So our generals over here to start to take out the Witch King is charged over here and starting to take out these pesky onager units over here that have caused quite a bit of casualties, I will say, and trebuchets as well. Definitely also causing morale effect on our troops due to their fire rounds. So hopefully we're going to silence them here, take them out. And here they only have a Gondorian sword infantry unit still against our Morgul Legion and our... What is it? Yep, Morgul Legion and Guards of the Teeth here. Or no, sorry, just Morgul Legion. Excuse me. Alright, so over here, as you can see, we are winning. We've made a pretty decent push out here. He did send the remainder of his infantry units to come try to stop us from breaking out on this flank here. He has some Citadel Guard, some Gondor sword infantry, and I believe some, what are these? Peneth Galen Spearmen. So you can see we took out those both onager units. We didn't mind taking out the trebuchets because we were going to use this cav unit to come and start hitting them here in the flanks. Alright, and as you can see, they're still just holding strong over here. Our Servants of the Eye are taking out these Gondorian archers, and we're going to try to get some flanking units in, but as you can see, he was smart, and he saw what we were trying to do here, and he placed Prince's Coast Guard and Gondorian Spear Infantry in square formation here to try to stop our cav from coming in here and flanking the enemy, getting a hammer and anvil strike. So I was going to go try to get them up and around, try to get them in there in the side street, so that way I can hit them there. And as you can see, I'm committing the last of my reserves and also bringing some units from other places to kind of try to hold back these pikemen, man, because these pikemen were just so good. Look at those fountain guards have 457 kills, and they're, as you can see, they're just surging and pushing through our lines here. So we really got to try to figure out how to get behind these units here, because facing them in the front is just, there's no way. You just can't get through. Should have probably gotten some Orc pikemen to try to counter them because they have longer reach, but decided against that and decided to get Morgul Legion and Guards of the Teeth instead. But we've broken them over here, so we're going to send our Uruks over and around these, over the bodies of these fallen Citadel Guard, and we're going to try to get them, send them with some Guards of the Teeth to flank these units here and you know, try to get these guys into combat. And we got our Ala guy running there, So we went over here, as you can see, with our Servants of the Eye, and he met us with a unit of Prince's Coast Guard. So I was going to attempt a charge, see if we can get them to charge through the halberd wall. It didn't work out. As you can see here, see, just stopped them. Should have probably thought that through, but didn't really know what else to do. Right over here, as you can see, we've pretty much secured our victory. They got you know, about what, 4 units over here, about at half strength, trying to hold off our Uruks. And of course, we have the Witch King making continuous charges, hammer and anvil charges and strikes against them here. So we ended up pulling back our cav units here, and what we did is we had our archer units start targeting this Prince's Coast Guard here, and it causes absolute tremendous amount of casualties, as you can see. Go ahead and get some cool arrow shots in here. Absolutely causing massive casualties against these Prince's Coast Guard. But he had no choice but to keep them there, otherwise the Servants of the Eye would have just came charging through again still. Yep, absolutely demolishing that unit there. And here come our Uruks over here, as you can see. They're coming into the fray. They're exhausted, they're tired. But we need to absolutely get around them, or we're not going to have a chance of winning this, because they're causing such massive casualties here in the center with those pikemen that we had to get through. Of course, we'd probably win anyways, as you can see. It's very much in our favor now. But these Fountain Guards are just going to hold to the bloody end, because, look, they have 70 men, 492 kills, and they're just pushing massive holes into our lines here. And we had our archers start targeting these units as well, start shooting them in the back, which was very beneficial for us, as you can see, absolutely mowing down these Gondorian archers. Alright, and there we go. We got our spearmen, our Uruk spearmen charging in here. I didn't really mind for friendly fire, as you can see, because obviously we have 3,500 left. They only have 730. So I was willing to take the casualties as long as we can break them and charge in here and bring an end to the battle. We did bring in our Servant's Eye. They didn't manage to get through, since those Prince's Coast Guard were absolutely mowed down by our archers here. So we went and charged them in, trying to cause a morale problem for the enemy. And we have so many arrows coming in here, shooting them down, and finally they're starting to break. So we brought in our Guards of the Teeth as well to combat their Prince's Coast Guard here, which is a pretty cool little halberd on halberd action here, as you can see. Our halberds look way more bulky compared to these elegant Prince's Coast Guard halberds here. And still, as you can see, they're still holding on in the center, still routing some of our units, which is frustrating. And obviously we're losing the Servants of the Eye here. They've got pretty much destroyed at this point. So we went ahead and pulled the remainder units out. We were bringing the Witch King over to try to get some war cry in on here, cause some morale problems for the enemy. And these archers are just simply causing way too many casualties against these Prince's Coast Guard. They just simply can't endure against our assault here. You can see we're just pushing through. And they finally shattered. And they're starting to shatter there as well. And that would pretty much be the end of the battle, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed Perry the Trojan out.